second, which on the heels of the emotional revenge game for Luka against Dallas the other night, now LeBron and the Lakers welcoming Minnesota. Up 3 early, LeBron going to launch for 3 and bury it. 6-point edge early. Final seconds of the first quarter, they're already up 14. LeBron drives to the layup. Ooh, little finish, but you've got to keep an eye on Jared Vanderbilt and Anthony Edwards after the play. As the quarter came to a close, they exchanged some words and some shoves as well. Double text issue, they offset. Lakers up 33-17. We move on to the second quarter. Make that the third now. T-Wolves down by 15. Edwards drives and is hitting the deck there and then hit with another tech. That's his second of the game, so you know that means he's gone. So he falls on the play, starts jawing at the official, and leads to the technical foul. It was his 16th of the season, so he's going to be suspended for the next game. First player with 16 techs before March since Boogie Cousins back in 2016-17. So he's going to toss that ball into the crowd, a little souvenir, and an early shower. Under 2 to go in the third quarter, 11-point lead for L.A. LeBron drives, lays it in. First player in NBA history at age 40 or older with 25 points in 5 straight games.
Great.
Just constantly making history every single game, it seems. Now in the fourth quarter, Minnesota hanging in there. Terrence Shannon Jr. with speed lays it in. They're within 6. Now within 3. Luka, after the foul, banks it in. He missed the free throw. A lot of missed free throws late in the game for the Lakers. They're up 5 at that point. Now up 4. And Luka, that is ridiculous. Fadeaway 3 as the shot clock expires. Even Papa Doncic in the stands could not believe it. That was absolutely clutch, and it leads to another Laker win, 111-102.
Yeah, I think we set the tone early. First quarter, I think they had like 16 points, something like that, so we set the tone early.
Your shot wasn't falling from the perimeter, but you do hit the one where you're almost falling out of bounds. You kind of looked up as if saying, okay, finally one goes down.
I mean, it's crazy. I can't make a normal shot and I make that shot. Just at this point who I am, but got to work on that easy shots. Got to knock them down. I've been playing horrible, so I got to get back to it.
You guys are winning games, though. What have you noticed about your teammates, and how are you getting the job done as a group?
Like I said, the first time we set the tone on defense, and then we play with pace. The ball is moving, so that's how we win games.
What did you see from LeBron James tonight?
It's amazing. There's nothing else to say. Amazing.
Luka gives the Lakers another player that can pass and rebound at a high clip. Now, since the calendar turned to February, the Lakers have had multiple players record 5 rebounds and assists in 6 of 11 games. So that includes Doncic, LeBron, and Austin Reeves on Thursday. That happened in 37% in their games prior to the trade. All right, let's say hello to my guy, Kendrick Perkins, who's joining us from his humble abode. And Perk, I want to hit you on 2 teams that made big moves for big-name stars ahead of the deadline, talking about the Lakers with Luka and then the Warriors with Jimmy Butler. Now, first with the Lakers. Now, once he was traded, all the talk was how Luka and LeBron were going to mesh offensively. At this point, how smooth has that transition been in your estimation?
Oh, it's been easy work. And look, when you have 2 high IQ guys like that, they're gonna make it happen, right? LeBron James, he don't get enough credit for what he could do off the ball. He's shooting the tray ball at a high clip when he wants to. He's one of the best screeners in the league. He's one of the best rollers in the league. And they're playing with pace, the kick ahead, and it helps to have a guy like Austin Reeves on the perimeter as well, a guy that could create for himself and be a spacer. But they're getting it done defensively. I mean, since January, they've been the #1 defensive team in the league, and they've been paying close attention to detail. Yes, they got some healthy bodies back. Yes, Finney Smith helps. But again, they are allowing teams to shoot the 3 ball because they don't believe that a lot of teams around the league can make threes at a high clip, and it's working out for them.
Perk, I'm not sure what specific vintage you were enjoying while enjoying these games tonight, but we were witness to another vintage Steph Curry performance on Thursday. What stuck out to you about his performance? What impressed you the most?
Well, I'll tell you what, that light-skinned brother with the green eyes is something else. He's something else because Think about this. Think about what Steph Curry was about 2 months ago. He looked so defeated at times, and all of a sudden you make a move and get a bona fide second option, and it gives Steph life again. And now we're starting to see the Steph that we saw in the Olympics, a Steph Curry that is playing with joy, a dangerous Steph Curry. Well, now, all the attention is not just on him, because people have to remember, Jimmy Butler is more than just a scorer. He brings a certain type of dog attitude to a team that you can't find in a lot of places. And so now you hear Draymond Green at the All-Star break talking about, we're going to win a championship. That's because they finally got some belief and hope in that locker room, and Steph Curry believes as well.
The Warriors 7-2 since acquiring Jimmy Butler. The Lakers 8-2 with Luka Doncic. Kendrick Perkins is undefeated here on SportsCenter. We appreciate you always, bro.
All right, thanks.
Going after leaving the game.
Yeah, it's left knee strain. Obviously, we'll get more information over the next 24 hours.
What's and again, you don't have much information, but just level of concern if he does have to miss time and kind of how you guys manage considering how well he was playing?
I'm concerned when any guy gets hurt, in particular, one of our best players and a guy who's been so important to everything we've done on both ends of the floor this year. So, I'm not going to speculate on the severity of the injury. I'm hopeful that it's nothing serious.
For tonight's game, it seemed like you're still getting a lot of good shots, still not going down, missing a lot of free throws. Do you feel like you rode the defense, or how did you end up carrying it out?
I think early it was defense. We still had some good stretches in the last three quarters. Offensively, I liked a lot of what we did. Our spacing was much better than last game. Thought we handled a lot of their pressure well for the most part. I think we ended up with 13 turnovers, had a shot clock violation. Bron missed the lefty lay. The last two games we played these guys, we had 22 and 23 turnovers, so that was important for us. The 16 offensive rebounds were big. I think Luka and Bron, for both those guys to get 12 defensive rebounds and 11 defensive rebounds was huge. One of you guys asked me pregame just about their rebounding and how important it is for our team as we, play a lot of lineups that don't have a traditional center.
Luka came into tonight, I think, shooting 25% from three since he joined you guys. Goes 1 for 9 tonight. As part of the kind of onboarding process, like you're gonna let him kind of shoot his way out of this to try to get comfortable?
I mean, we trust Luka as a shooter and as a decision maker, and the type of shots he's been able to create throughout his career. And I think we've all had stretches like that. He'll find his rhythm. We're confident he will.
TJ, I think I asked you the other day about kind of the toll of the style you guys are playing defensively in terms of energy, and this is another game where the second half of that third quarter, you guys worn down a little bit, it looks like. Are you seeing any of that? Just, you guys are playing so hard.
Yeah.
Are you seeing any kind of any cost for that?
Certainly the transition defense hurt us tonight. I thought in the half court we were excellent. Only a few game plan mistakes. You could certainly speculate maybe the shooting woes are because guys are playing so hard defensively. Maybe I don't know. I know we've had some good games where we've played as hard as we played tonight, shooting the basketball. So something we'll monitor for sure.
JJ, to piggyback, as a shooter yourself, obviously, some of these looks that these guys are getting wide open, as Dodo like to say, the buck naked shots. Is it harder sometimes in the flow of a game to make those than if it's contested or there's a guy close?
No, I don't necessarily think that. I think it's just more about just the rhythm. Again, this is now 5 of 6 games where we haven't played against coverage outside of a few minutes with Luka.